Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. It's Catherine here from Tullamore Live. Today I have a 20-minute routine prepared for you to stretch your upper and lower body that uses a yoga strap. If you aren't familiar with yoga straps, this is what they look like. You can see there's two rings on the end in shapes of Ds. Some of you may have had a stylish belt like this in the past or still have one similar to it. The one I'm using today is from My Yoga Room Elements, and it's 9 feet in length, so it's nice and long. If you don't have a strap already, I highly recommend getting a longer one. It's better for both tall people and if you're looking to do a wider variety of poses with your strap. Using a strap, you'll be surprised today if you haven't used one already in the past, all the ways that we can use it to improve our form in our stretching and yoga practice. If you are looking to buy a strap, I have a coupon code for you today. It's Catherine21 strap, and it gives you 15% off on straps that are red, blue, and black from My Yoga Room Elements over the next 2 weeks. Full transparency, I have purchased items from My Yoga Room Elements in the past at full price myself, as well as they have sponsored our different retreat gift bags with their eye pillows. So I was gifted this strap by My Yoga Room Elements, but I'm not making any money off you purchasing from them. I just think it's a good prop. I think it can do a lot for a yoga practice, and I just want them to be accessible to you at home. So I'll leave all the information down below. Roll out your mat and let's get started. Okay, so I know you're excited to get using your yoga strap. Before we begin though, I want you to make sure that you have a nice comfortable seat. We're gonna stay here for at least 10 minutes. So if you find holding a seated position difficult, please prop under your bum. That can be with a pillow, a cushion, a meditation pillow, whatever you have. Okay, so find that comfortable position. That'll help take some strain out of your hips. And so first thing we're gonna do with our strap is open up our upper body. Before we do that though, I want you to begin by warming up your shoulders, really rolling them back, nice big movements. And as we do this, see if you can integrate in a little bit of breathing. So the great thing about breathing, it can not only help deepen the poses or the stretches we do, but it also helps relax our parasympathetic nervous system. So that's a good way to, if you're looking to relieve stress with your exercise, your yoga practice, to help facilitate that. And then we're gonna reverse direction. So now you're going forward, try and make those movements nice and generous. Yeah, just like that. Accessing that full range of motion of your shoulders. So if this isn't a movement that you do a lot yourself, try and imagine your shoulders as having 4 corners. So I go up, forward, down, and back. Yeah, just like that, looking good. Let's do a few more. And then as you exhale, you can release your hands down to your knees, applying gentle pressure here. We're going to inhale sitting nice and tall and then roll your shoulders back, feeling those shoulder blades come together in a scap J position. If you're unfamiliar with that term, that's down and then together like you're making a J shape. From here, we're just gonna take 2 deep breaths together. So inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. One more time, inhale. And exhale, feel your shoulders really soften. Okay, it's the moment you've been waiting for. Please grab your yoga strap, bringing your hands nice and wide on it, so definitely wider than shoulder distance, and about halfway in between. Then as you inhale, you're gonna extend your arms as high as is comfortable for you. If your shoulders are tight, you can leave it a little bit lower. Fitness and improvement at our fitness or our health takes time. So allow yourself to be where you are today, nice and gentle, and I promise we're all gonna improve as we go. So you're gonna apply a little bit of tension here to your strap. And then as you exhale, you can just lean to the side like so. Yeah, engage your core. So that can be your abdominals, the sides of your torso, your back, and you're gonna pull back up. And then exhale, lean a little bit. Again, being mindful for how this feels in your body. If there's adjustments you need to make, feel free to make them. We're going to inhale up Yeah, make sure both sit bones, so your bum is grounded down, and then keep that grounding as you again lean forward. So try not to tilt up. We want to stay planted as we lean down. Yeah, and then inhale back up. We're going to do the other side one more time. Leaning down just like that. Yeah, looking good. Keep that chest open. I want to be able to see your face. And then engage that core. We come up. Then with our strap, and again, this is dependent on your comfort level, you can begin to rock back and forward a bit. Just like that. Maybe this is tight for you. You can always widen the separation on your hands. The wider your hands are on the strap, the less intense this is going to be, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. We always want to be expanding our range of motion, but we want to do that safely. So this can be a gradual thing. Yeah, pushing a little bit deeper with every one. Maybe you go all the way back to the ground. Maybe not, and try to maintain that tension. So I know it's difficult, especially as we explore that back motion, but do your best. We're going to do a few more of these, really opening up our shoulders, opening up our chest. Yeah, looking good. See if you can take a few more deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale and exhale. Okay, bring that strap down in front. You can briefly release it, and let's just give our shoulders a little shake. So I know it can be a lot of intense sensation as we open up our shoulders, especially if we're sitting a lot in our daily life, which for most of us is the case. So if you lean forward, you might have a tight chest. I know I'm guilty of leaning forward when I'm driving, as well as when I'm sitting at a desk, just being two of the ways I do that in my own life. So I really make an effort to try when I'm doing my fitness or my yoga classes for myself to open up that chest, which is great with this strap. Okay, so roll those shoulders down and back again. You have a nice wide chest, and we are going to explore another yoga pose with our strap called cow's face pose, just with the arms. We aren't going to do the legs today. Taking your yoga strap, place it over your right shoulder. Just want a little bit of a tail here. Doesn't matter per se how much. And then with your left hand, you're going to extend it out to the side, thumb points down. Then when you're ready, reach that hand behind, grabbing for your yoga strap. So that can be up high on the yoga strap, down low. This shoulder here is going to decide where you place that left hand. And then give it just a little tug. Yeah, just like that. And then see if you can move that hand up and down. So moving that hand up and down your spine. Yeah, and then if that's feeling okay, grip that strap with your left hand and then bring your right hand to the front here. So this is what this looks like from behind. Then from here, if this is feeling okay for your shoulder, you're going to lift up that right arm and you're going to walk those hands towards each other using your strap as a guide. Try and keep your chest open as you do this, sitting nice and tall, and if available, pushing your head into that upper arm. So one side for the majority of us is going to be looser and tighter. So for most people, the side you're on now is the looser side, so your hands will be closer together. But no worries if that's not the case. Inhale nice and tall. Check in with your shoulders, see how they're feeling. Do you need to ease off a bit, moving your bottom hand down the strap, or can you walk your hands a bit closer together? Let's hold here for 2 more breaths. So you're going to inhale and exhale, keeping that good posture. One more time, inhale and exhale, release, giving those shoulders a little shake. And then taking that strap and switching it to the other side. This time, reach your right hand out, thumb points down, bring it behind your back, and you can give that strap a few little tugs. Then exploring this motion, you can move that right arm up and down, not worrying about the strap here. Just bringing a bit of preparation into this right shoulder for our stretch. And then find your limit, so grab onto that strap. Left hand grabs in front, and then when you're ready, lift that left arm, walking your hands together, sitting tall. If lifting that arm isn't working today, that's okay. You can always leave it here. One thing that's really important with our at-home practices, whether we're doing it self-guided, we're following a YouTube video, or a yoga class live over Zoom or other modes, is to be in tune with our own bodies, especially since an instructor either can't see you at all or not as well if they can see you as they would be able to in person. So we don't have to be yoga professionals to have an at-home yoga practice that is still safe. So it's always good, especially as we do more intense stretches, hold here for a few more breaths, just to be mindful of how our body is feeling and be receptive to that. One more breath here, deep through your nose. And exhale, release. Giving those shoulders a little bit of a wiggle. So hopefully you're feeling some of that space begin in your upper body. We're gonna move down to the ground now. Before we do that, I want to show you how to tie your yoga strap in a loop. You can see here, I have both ends of my yoga strap. In order to make a complete loop, which I'd say is one of the most useful things you can do with this strap, you're going to go through both rings, then you come back, you go over the first one. So do you see I've gone over the first one and through the second one. And that should give you a strap that you can pull and release just like that. Okay, so you have your strap in a loop form. If your strap is of the shorter variety, you might need to undo it for this next pose. You can be the judge of what works best for you. So taking your strap, place it on the balls of your feet, not the arch, the ball of your foot, and extend your leg overhead, both arms gripping the strap. And so from here, we're looking to stretch the back of our leg, so our hamstring. Pull your toes towards you, so flexing that foot. And then we're gonna begin just by rocking up and down gently, bringing a bit of mobility here. With your right leg, you can decide if you want to leave it bent or extend it. If you choose to extend that leg, this is gonna be a bit tighter behind that hamstring, so you're gonna get more sensation. As you inhale, pull back, holding here. And even though we have tension in our upper body in order to support this position, I want to encourage you to leave your shoulders rolled down and back, really melting into the floor. Taking a few more deep breaths. And then as you exhale, start to bring movement side to side. And just like when we were reaching with that strap overhead, we made sure that our bum was grounded, so our seat was down on both sides. Similar idea here. So we don't want to be rocking to the side. You just want to be moving that leg. Opening and closing, feeling how that changes the sensation on the back of your leg here. Yeah, just like that, looking good. And then come back to center, give it one more pull back. And as you exhale, release. You can just place your strap on top of you. I know this can be hard on our hands sometimes using that grip. So let's have a break before we do the other side, walking our feet nice and wide and taking a few windshield wipers here. Yeah, just like that. You can feel that gives some good rotation in your hips, as well as can be some nice release for your low back. Maybe you even get a few nice relaxing breaths as we hold here or move dynamically through this position. And then taking the time you need If you are ready, you can walk those feet back to hip distance apart, taking your strap, placing it on the balls of your feet again, so not in that arch. We want to pull in the ball of our foot. Flexing your toes, so pulling them back, extend that right leg. Again, shoulders are soft towards your mat. You're encouraging that fantastic posture. And we begin again here by rocking up and down. Take note if one side is looser or tighter than the other. Yeah, just like that, looking good. Seeing if you can inhale and exhale with this rhythm. On your next one, hold back. Again, checking in with those shoulders, feeling that stretch down the back of your leg. And if you have a bit of a bent knee, that's fine. We just want that length or that sensation of the muscle lengthening on the back there. And then when you're ready, you can start rocking open and close side to side. If you'd like, encouraging that left leg to participate in this as well. So your legs can cross and then they can spread away from one another. Yeah, just like that. Working to keep yourself grounded with both sit bones on your mat. Get a few more here. And then coming back to center, you can release down, taking a few windshield wipers so feet are nice and wide, dropping those knees side to side. Okay, the next pose I'm going to show you is one of my favorite. I got it from my friend Erin, who actually was one of the 3 yoga teachers that did my certification for yoga. So Erin has a lot of experience, and this is a pose that I haven't seen in a lot of other yoga classes. So you have your strap is in its loop. If you took it out of loop shape, please put it back there now. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put it over both feet, like so. So it's on the balls of those feet again. And then with your hands, you're going to make a prayer position. So if you aren't familiar with that, prayer position, thumbs are open like so. And with those thumbs, we're just going to hook them. So the strap is resting between our thumb and index fingers. We're going to extend our legs overhead. And then don't do this yet, just watch me. I'm going to bring it behind the strap, and it's going to rest on my skull, either above my ears or below. You can decide what works for you. Safety in this posture is really important. So when we use the strap for this, we don't want to place it on our neck. That's not good and would strain our neck. We want it on our skull. Yeah. And then what happens is this puts us into a place of traction, not strain with that neck. If this is too intense, you have a couple of options here. You can either increase how long your strap is with its circle, which is one of the things about having a longer strap that can be helpful. Yeah, or maybe this pose isn't for you today and you decide that you'd like to go back to that hamstring position we were in previously. So go into this position now. If this is feeling comfortable for you, you decide. And then if you need to get out for any reason, we aren't going to elastic ourselves out. We're going to calmly get out just like how we got in, which is with those hands, we take the pressure off so there's no pressure on, and then slipping out. But if this feels okay for your body, let's hold here for the next few moments. Breathing deeply, trying to find some nice relaxation. Yeah, just like that. So this pose is called Sling Thing. So you can imagine you're sort of in a little sling here. that we can control with this little tail of our strap. Taking a few deep breaths as we hold. Yeah, maybe even you open your palms towards the ground if that feels okay. As well as you can have your hands on the strap, it's up to you. Let's take a few more deep breaths. On your next inhale, take the weight of the strap in your hands. So push your hands apart, slip it off your head nice and gently. Bring those feet down. We're going to do one final pose together. Take your strap. You're going to decrease the loop size to about there. You may need to modify this. Knees are bent. You're going to slip your strap over your knees, and then you're going to allow them to fall open to the side. If the strap doesn't catch them, tighten it a little bit until you find you get that nice catch where you feel your knees are suspended by the strap. So if you're having trouble with this, the strap rests over my hips and then comes around and rests over my ankles, like so. One thing that's nice about using the strap here, especially if your knees aren't touching the ground, is we actually get a deeper stretch by being well supported in this position. So if we are holding our legs here and they're shaking, or we have that strain, especially in this hip crease area, we aren't going to be giving the muscle the scenario where it can relax fully. So by offering the support with straps or alternate props, it actually is telling that muscle, hey, it's safe, you can relax, you can lengthen, which is going to give us a deeper stretch. Take some nice deep breaths here, really encouraging those shoulders back and down. Maybe you find as your hips open that you can loosen that strap slightly, bringing a bit more slack to the position. Still keeping that support so that muscle is long. On your next inhale, bring your knees together, taking that strap off, gently rolling to one side, push yourself up to a seated position. Thank you everyone for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this opportunity to use your strap and that you have a fantastic rest of your day. See you again soon. Bye.